Hello YouTube viewers, Jaylbayt here with a new episode of Master of Orion. We playing as the Terran Khanate, and I know I've been absent for quite some time. I apologize for that. When I did my update, I had been in negotiation with a new ISP, and apparently there was some problems with the wiring in the ground, and so I had to wait for... It was a bit of a nightmare, but finally got things up and going. That whole fiasco kind of put me behind in my college coursework. Without access to the internet readily at my home, I had to spend long hours in the library using the school's internet networks and things of that nature. And so it just really took up a lot of my time. That and having to get a bit of work to help supplement some of my income. So there's been a number of things, but I'm back now with a new episode, and hopefully we'll be back on track doing things. Now, there has been a number of changes to Master of Orion since I last played. There's been like 2 or 3 major patches dealing with pollution and gravity, and I have no idea how that's going to affect what's going on with our Terran Khanate right now. But I do want to get this done because on December 1st, they're releasing the DLC for the Terran stuff, which also releases 3 new races. The Nolums, which are kind of like the merchant traders. The Illyrians, which are like the xenophobic telepaths, if I recall. And the Trilarians, which are like a peaceful kind of octopusy squid type things that are like, we'll be peaceful, but if you force us into war, we're going to decimate you. And so I'm kind of leaning towards the Trilarian playthrough when that DLC comes out. I think that would be really fun, since we've done the other thing, the economic victory and kind of the science victory at the same time when we did that. But I still want to finish our kind of conquest victory here with the Khanate. So I'm trying to remember exactly what we were doing. I remember we were destroying our neighbors, the Meklar. So you need production. You are doing some of this stuff. $240%. Yeah, the pollution thing is a totally different now. Like, there's no more of the whole anti-pollution thing. Like, you don't do the cleaning up pollution, which okay. You can see here we have pollution from the planet being generated, and our cleanup resources being positive or negative. Obviously, it's super positive right now because of the change. I don't know how that... I'm hoping that doesn't break our game. I guess time will tell. In the meantime, what do I want to do with these guys? I guess we'll have you... Like, I don't really know that we need any of this stuff. What's your population at? You're almost at full population even. So for now, let's just have you trade goods, I guess. I suppose we could do something like this, but no. We'll just do that for now. Alright. I think we were coming down here. This was like the last vestige of them up here. I'm not sure why we didn't destroy them here. Look at that. They have a ton of stuff. I think because I didn't care about that planet at all. I was waiting for maybe bombers or something, but we've got bombers here and they're coming backwards. I don't know. Let's just plow on. We'll see what's happening. Looks like we've got some Cylon interest. Okay, so here we go. All kinds of madness happening. Dante lost a population due to starvation. Okay, so here's one of the things. When you have high pollution, you lose food. So you can see we're at minus 30 food. Because our pollution is high. Holy crap. This is going to be a nightmare. Okay. We're going to have to deal with this a little bit. Can I move like a not suck guy over here, please? No? Apparently not. Yeah, look at that's not doing anything. So here, that is us increasing pollution. So let's get to a decreased pollution state. They're about to build a troop transport. Okay. Toxic processors. 6 turns to a biome degradation. Not sure what that means. So we're kind of in thing. And then here we go. Biome degradation on all these planets because of pollution. Probably should have gone to those, actually. Pollution at Terran has reached critical level. Threatening fleets. Okay. Let's move. One destroyer there. We've got a really buff group here. That'll be fine. And then let's go to these places. Now the big thing, if you notice here, oh my gosh, so much. Like this has the maximum stuff. So we've actually got to pull people off of industry. And remember, the other thing that's kind of annoying for us is that, remember, we kind of built our race based on ignoring pollution effects because we were just going to suck it up and take the turns to get the pollution under control. Now that they've kind of changed the way that pollution works, we may be in a tough position. We may not be able to recover from this kind of change. So, let me... I guess we'll go like so. For now. Maybe what we should do is just go through all of our planets and pull everybody off of production for a little bit. That seems like the best thing to get our pollution under control as quickly as possible. Except for places that don't need that. But these guys absolutely need it. And you can see they're not producing any food whatsoever. So we'll throw them all up into research for now. We'll get a turn of major research. These guys are okay. These guys seem to be not okay. If they're starving, we're going to pull them off. Like, these guys have food. There's only 4 of them. They're like hydroponics bays and things like that are probably producing enough food for them. So they don't have to worry. But they have this big reduction. You can see they're at -2 food because of the pollution level. But now our pollution is going down. So managing pollution is going to become a totally new thing. We're going to keep him there like so. Pull him off. These guys need to come off. These guys need to come off. Off. You're fine. I guess these guys didn't actually have to come away. So Feka didn't actually have anything to build, so that's fine. Starving, okay. I just want to make sure I'm not pulling them off of production if they're not starving. These guys are producing nothing at the moment. If they have some kind of anti-pollution thing that they need to build, then I will get that going for them. And I think that's back to the beginning. Okay, so hopefully in a couple turns, crisis averted, and we will deal with what's happening. We've got 2 battleships here, and we've got the 1 battleship here. So that's 3 battleships. I'm sure we had some more in the works at some point, because I do remember that we wanted to build up to like 10 battleships to come and take out the Guardian as quick as we could so that we could get the death rays, because we were going with beam weapons in this playthrough. So let's go ahead and do this.
Hand to hand and paw to claw, friends are earned in such ways.
I'm gonna be like, normally we'd be kind of whatevers, but right now I'm kind of on my heels, so I'm gonna accept anything.
We're glad you accepted.
Because these are those other guys that were on our northern borders that we really don't want to tangle with right now until we get back on our feet with this pollution problem. At the same time, we still want to destroy these people. Sure, let's watch a battle. I think they made some changes to the thing also, but look at that big beautiful beast. One change they made that I know of is you can single select ships now, which I'm so happy about. Oh. Alright, let's get this going. We have ion beams right now for the most part, which is, I think, why they're doing so good against shields. Our point defense is pretty good, if I remember. Some got through, but not past our shields. That's fine. Starbase going down. And what is this? Missile base. Some pretty good destructive effects there. Cool. So still able to handle them quite well. Fleet needs orders. I believe we were going to come down here and take this world because it is ultra rich. Medium swamp's pretty good. Ultra rich though, very nice. So I will send them that way. I suppose our bombers can just chill here for now. Do we have money? We're at negative monies. That's unfortunate. But we'll go ahead and upgrade that. And let's take a look at our planets. We only have 200 volts, so our taxes are okay. We're at -9 here. But how's our pollution here? Okay. Where's my food statistics? So we're starving only in 2 places now. Let's go there. 30 turns. We should have sufficient pollution reduction, I'm hoping, by that point. They'll be fine. And who was our other guy? Alpha Ceti. 17 turns. Again, hopefully our pollution will have dropped to a point where we're making enough food so that they stop starving. Definitely, though, a bit of a kick in the teeth.
This is GNN, Galactic News Network.
The Silicoid Crag battle against the Klakon Hive for control of the galaxy.
Thank you for that update. I don't mind other people killing each other at the moment. Toxic processor, yes, get that done. Some people are growing. These are probably worlds that maybe lost a population recently. Why are you... Yeah, let's go like that. Okay. And here... You're starving too. I thought I looked at all the ones that were starving. Hold on. Sort by... Is that who we're looking at? It says -1 here, but it says 0 on the main window. That's kind of distressing. Okay. That one we knew about. We're working on it. That one, Choom, yep, we knew about. We're working on it. Okay. Brachium Prime. Who was building ships for us? Just the one. Alpha Ceti. Okay. Love you guys, just guard there. We will move our troop transport. Let's send a sword. Oh, you know what? I don't think that can do that. Let's send a couple horse pies down this way to bomb up that. In the meantime, where's my little guys? look at these planets. Medium arid rich. Small barren ultra rich. That's a good system. So we'll definitely want to take over this colony here. I hadn't looked. To see what kind of planetary defenses they had. But that's fine. For now, just blockade there. And we're on to the next turn. You can see the red bars going down everywhere. That is very good. And so now it looks like you can pump up tons of production, but at the risk of your population and growth. So food production and pollution minimization is going to be a huge part of getting high production on planets. Our money's going...
I would prefer us to engage in profitable association.
You want me to declare war on the Cylons, and you will give me all this crap. Where are you? I don't even remember where you are. I think you're across the galaxy a little while. Normally I'd be cool with this, you know? You want to give me stuff to go to war with someone? We're the Terrans. We're going to go to war with everyone eventually. So, yeah. But I also don't... We're kind of recovering from game mechanic changes. You know what? Let's just do it. The Meklar aren't a threat to us anymore, and so if any threats come from the Cylon, we can just take them out. War is what we do.
Have my thanks.
War is what we do. I don't need your thanks. I'm going to stomp your head in at some point also.
Intelligent species attempt to coexist. Did you not learn anything from our example?
Apparently not. All right. Now, where are the Cylons? Yeah, the Cylons are way over here. They may be somewhat in here, but look at this empire they have to contend with. Like, we probably won't even have to touch the Cylon. All we have to do is protect our borders from them being dumb. I think what is most likely going to happen is we're going to eat up all this space here. The Altarians are going to eat up this space here and probably start moving this way. We will eat up the Sakra and then possibly start whittling down Altair unless they start getting too big for their britches. But by that time, we should have Orion and we should have Death Rays, which will give us a huge advantage with our ships there. So we've gained all this stuff. Population's increasing again. That's good. We got positive stuff there. Positive food there, even though it's still only producing one. Oh, because it's barren. It's barren. And then we got some good stuff. The computer, I think, is actually really good for us. What, hello. Yeah, we only have this one. So, upgrade you. Yep. Upgrade you. And you two Don't need any upgrades, really. We're not going to really build any more snakes, and the bombers don't need all that extra crap. Alright, I'm going to send one of you guys on a little scouting mission. I want to know what is out there. Our Marines versus their Marines. It looks like we win in a straight up match. We have another one coming shortly, but let's just go for it. Yeah. It's a 2-to-1. 2-to-1 victory there. Boom. And now we have these guys. Oh, hello. You're currently having a population boom. That's good. You hate our guts, which is normal. So the first thing we're going to do is... Where is it? Right there. Alien Management Center. In fact, we're making money now, so let's just get it going. I feel like they reduced the cost of that. And you're not polluting. You're in the negatives. Good. So, yeah. We'll leave you to do that. In fact, let's queue you up some stuff. Definitely this stuff. This 15 and 5. So let's go with the big one. And then that one. Because the more cleanup we have, the more production we're going to be able to do. Cool. I like it. I like it a lot. The blockade has been broken. Yep, that's because I took their planet. And then... Like, are we at war with them? Did we stop being at war with them? No. Why did we... I can't remember why I pulled back from there. I think it's because they were building ships here. I think we had like a... We sent a small fleet over there and they were able to destroy it. We had a kind of a mutually assured destruction with that group there. And that happened. And so we wanted to just like nip that in the bud. I would like you to have the better shield or the better computer. Oh, and a better shield. Ooh, gotta be careful though. Alright, I'm going to send you guys back up here then. And you guys. You built a new planet. Congratulations. Ultra poor. They also made a number of changes with the gravity thing. What is this? Gas giant. I don't think we can make planets in places we don't have things. So I'm going to put you over here. Maybe put down a... oh, you know what needs to happen? You guys need a jump gate here. That's what needs to happen. You are defending there in case pirates. Which I remember there being some pirates somewhere. Oh, I think they butted up against my military outpost and died. Nope, they're right there. Horse pie. Aren't you just a bomber? Where's your escort? Did they get blowed up? And you are currently healing up. Alright. We'll see what happens with the pirates. We are killing spies. State of the galaxy.
And now
It's happening.
the state of the galaxy. The census rankings of empire populations.
Nice. Nice. It's going to be hard for us to compete with the soccer because they just... population growth is one of their things. But... yeah, you're going to die. Alien Management Center finished here. So, 3 turns. Every 3 turns we'll start doing some stuff. They are having food problems. Because of the pollution. I think actually building this... it replaces that. It's going to increase it by 10. I think building that is going to go further. Oh, maybe not. I want to go 10 turns, but yeah. I think if we do that, that gives us more pollution reduction per turn, and it only adds 1 turn to the build. Yep. I think that's our best thing there. Alright, we're down here. The only thing is we never got that technology for exploring all the places. However, I think we'd get one of those like notifications if there was still dudes there. Production. Here, you guys are production fools. You have all of your stuff. You are a desert. So we could go with this. How much does it take to build? 15 turns. That's still a lot. Here. Build me a snake. I still need a pirate hunter, and that horse pie is not going to be able to do it by himself. And then we'll look into getting more production for you so you can start building our battleships. We got 2 battleships right here that are just waiting to go take out the Guardian. And oh, space elevator finished there. So these guys build ships. It's easy. 15 turns. But they're under that huge thing there. You know, add 6 production. We're down to 12 turns. Go all the way. We're creating pollution, but we knock it down to 10. So 10 turns for a battleship is not terrible. Yeah. Okay. So the other thing, I'm not going to next turn here. We'll end we're running out of time here on the video. But the next time,
The march of the Khans walks
we'll continue on. We'll finish off the Meklar for sure. And looking at our tech tree, oh, that's one of the things. They've made it so you don't have to scroll over. Oh, best quality of life ever. So it takes you, basically puts the one that you're researching at the far left. So it's really nice. But I think we had talked about, what are we going to do? Deep core mines, or are we going to do the core waste dump? Now that this pollution thing is a thing, look at that. Pollution cleanup is 150, which means if we can put these guys everywhere, we won't have to worry about pollution at all, which is the same as it used to be, right? It used to be 100% pollution cleanup. So now it's just negative 150 pollution each turn, which means you can just go crazy on the production. And so even though this is nice because it gives you an extra 2 production per cell, this is going to make it so we don't have to worry about this pollution problem and only having partial industry and whatnot, because having extra industry isn't going to matter if our people are going to starve because we're polluting too much. So with the new mechanics, that thing that we took where we produce an extra 25% pollution or whatever, huge disadvantage, and probably not worth the points that we got for it when we started. But we'll deal with it. This is going to have to be a priority, though. I think once we get the hard shields, I don't remember what else we were looking at. Cloaking device, no. No. We want the hard shields because it negates shield piercing, and that's awesome. That in itself is worth it. Because I know the Guardian's going to have some of those things. So we're going to want to throw hard shields onto our battleships before we take on the Guardian. I think we wanted to try and rush up and get plasma beams because of the damage increase from what we're using now, which is ion beams. 12 damage at 5 procs, 30 damage at 5 procs. I mean, we're basically doubling our damage, and he's got the armor penetration, which is nice. So plasma beams would be very nice. On the other hand, there's HyperX capacitors, which is energy weapon size minus 50%. We don't need this. We're definitely going to want the high energy focuses for extra energy weapon damage. The Mega Fluxers, I think I talked about. The extra ship space is nice as just a passive thing, but plus 50% weapon damage is quite nice. And I think makes up for the fact that you may be able to squeeze on a couple extra weapons with the extra space, but this is going to end up doing more damage. But the thing is we could go for the HyperX capacitors, which will solve kind of the same problem with our size, minus 50% energy weapon size, and not get the plasma beam because we're going to try and get the death ray. And if we don't need plasma beams to take out the Guardian, then we can just jump right into death rays as opposed to plasma beams, and then get the HyperX capacitors, which I think will be awesome. So that's kind of our research goals. But now we kind of have to focus on getting to the core waste dump, I think, as soon as we can, just so that we can deal with this pollution problem. It is such a big impact now over what it used to be, because it used to be you could just, just go crazy. But now that it affects your food and your growth potentials and stuff like that, pollution is much bigger, a much bigger element that needs to be dealt with. So that'll happen next time. Thank you guys for joining me. Again, sorry for the long delays, but we'll get more videos out. I don't know if I can get them out every day, as it is the holiday season, but I will try to do that as best I can, and record multiple episodes at once so that I can kind of string it out along the holidays without dealing with it. But I'm going to be in California for probably 2 or 3 weeks, and so I will attempt to put enough videos together where I can at least get a few out each week for you guys during the Christmas season. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please tap on that like button. And if you really enjoyed it, feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. But share it with your friends. Leave me a comment. I want to hear from you. But until next time, I've been Jaylbayt. You guys live free, game hard.